What is going on, guys? Newton here, the Mo Player, bringing you guys a first look into ARK Survival Evolved. Now, this is a MMORPG slash survival game. Now, this game has been out for a little while and has become pretty popular. And if you guys are a fan of survival games, this one is fantastic. It's definitely one of those games you guys should check out if you're really into the survival genre, just because it has a lot to offer, PvE and both PvE wise. So let's go ahead and get right into it. So we're gonna go ahead and join a random server. Now this game kind of acts as an MMO, but give or take, but you join different servers instead of an open one large server. There's a little bit smaller scale, but you can join servers up to like 100, 200 players and stuff like that. It's really online and community based, so you definitely don't feel alone when you're playing this game. So let's go ahead and get right into it. Now here we are in the character creation. Like I said, we're just going to jump into a random server, do a fresh start, kind of take a first look into the game, as in what you guys would see when you first load up into this game. Now this game is super in-depth. There's a ton of videos going in-depth with the crafting and other things like that, and I could spend probably quite a few hours going over every different feature of the game. But generally, we're not going to spend too much time and just kind of go over a little bit of the basics and how the game works. Now, as far as character creation goes, it's extremely in-depth. You can do a lot with your character. I'm not going to spend too much time onto it. We're going to go ahead and leave it default. We're going to go ahead and name our character and select a starting zone. I guess we'll go with East Zone 1. I don't think it really matters. And we're going to go ahead and jump right into it. So here we are. It is currently nighttime, and we're doing a little bit of exploring, maybe a little bit of gathering, some crafting, and so on. And we'll get to see what other players have done, just because I wanted to join a random server, because there will be a lot more work done on some of the public servers rather than a private server, so you guys can get kind of an idea of how the game looks and works. So getting right into it, you can see here it is currently nighttime. It's a little dark, but not too bad. And you can see there's already some pretty good character creation going on over here. There's someone built and a little base over here with some really big doors, You can get probably some really big dinosaurs in there, I would assume, just about anyone that you wanted. Now, as soon as you start off in the game, you do get some basic crafting and things like that. Now, we can go ahead and open up our inventory here. And as you can see here, we do not have much, really. It's kind of completely up to us to start building and raising our character to kind of base our progress for our needs. Oh, what's this over here? Wild. Oh god, he's attacking me. Okay, all right. So this is where the game can get pretty scary, just because it is a survival game, so not only are you surviving from other characters and other people that also playing on the servers, you're going to be surviving from the dinosaurs and stuff like that too. So we went ahead and ran from those guys. I do not want to deal with oh god, they're still running after us. Okay, I don't want to deal with this. They're going to go ahead and destroy us. And if we do die, we can go ahead and respawn and go somewhere else. But if we do die, we do drop our stuff in our inventory. So that is not good. You kind of want to avoid that and stay away. But let's go ahead and see if we can kind of run in a different direction. Now, are these guys still chasing us? I feel like, yes, they are. They are still chasing us. Let's go ahead and sprint away. We're going to go ahead and do that. Get out of here. You can see our characters heavily breathing. Now, there's a lot to take in this game. There's a lot of different things you got to keep track of. And make sure you don't like run out of hunger, run out of water, watch your health, and so on. But we can go ahead and jump into the water over here. We can go ahead and drink on up. And we should be good on water. There we go. And the sun is rising. There we go. Pretty good. We're going to get some better lighting, and you guys can get a better visual and idea of how the game looks. Now, we're running it on about medium graphics. The game is fairly well optimized. It's still in early access as far as the game goes. So one of the biggest things that the devs want to focus on is optimization, so that way everybody can run the game. And they've done a pretty good job with it so far. It definitely has come a long way since its initial release. Now, I'm running on a 750 Ti graphics card, which is, it's about a mid-range card. It's nothing fancy. But, I mean, running on medium graphics, generally everything kind of renders and loads in pretty smooth. Now, we're not getting a smooth and fancy 60 frames per second, but it kind of jumps around from like 30 to 40 on mid graphics, which is not too bad. It's playable. So let's go ahead and get into things, and now that we've avoided some dinosaurs, we're going to go ahead and maybe go towards some non-aggressive dinosaurs and explore some other things that the players have made. Now we do have a big dinosaur over here. I'm pretty sure he's not aggressive. He's a herbivore. We can tame him if we want to, which is really cool. Which is cool aspect about this game is you can tame any dinosaur you see. Ooh, a little bit of desync there. Okay, so a little bit of thing on the server side. Got a little bit of desync. So now I'm not gonna initiate him or punch him or try to tame him or anything because he will destroy me. Because you could just see his size. He's definitely gonna do some damage. But we're gonna keep running through and keep exploring, collecting some resources as we go. So as you can see here, I'm collecting some stones. We can utilize the stones to make some tools. We need some thatch and other things like that. We need wood. And we could do that by punching trees and making a tool. And then we can hit some rocks and we can collect some more stones and metals. So let's go ahead and go down here. Now I'm not too sure if these guys are aggressive. I've played the game a little bit, but still getting a first look into the game. Still kind of new, getting an idea of what's good, what's not good, what you should do, what you shouldn't do. But generally, I think the first thing you want to do is kind of build a base of operations, kind of a small base, and eventually you're gonna want to move and upscale your base. So that way you can kind of expand and start collecting dinosaurs and taming them, which is kind of the main aspect of the game. We just picked up animal feces. Okay, interesting. I'm not sure if we needed that. I'm pretty sure we do not, but we picked up anyways. All right. Are these guys aggressive? They're not aggressive. Okay, cool. So it seems like we're gonna be safe down here just for a little bit, so we can start collecting some things and we can kind of go over the crafting a bit. So we'll keep collecting a little bit, and we're gonna punch this. I think we'll get some wood if we do. Okay, we're gonna get some thatch, but if we hit it with an axe, I'm pretty sure we get wood with it. But we gotta be careful how much we keep punching these branches and stuff like that, because it does take away from our health. So it's very important to kind of collect a little bit and start building some tools as soon as possible. Now, as far as the game goes for crafting wise, it's nice. It's nicely laid out. It's not too bad. Oh, are these guys aggressive? I hope they're not aggressive. No, seems like we're still pretty good so far. And as you can see, the ground shakes. It's very realistic. It feels you definitely feel like you are in a world of prehistoric time with dinosaurs walking around because the ground shakes. The sizes of the dinosaurs I feel are pretty realistic, and they definitely feel very dangerous and scary. You got to take care. Really think about what you're going to do before you do it. But let's go ahead and go into our inventory and check out some of our craftable items. So let's go ahead over here. We got our inventory items. Now, if we can open up our crafting, we can go ahead and press this over here. Let's go ahead and open up our crafting menu. There we go. Now we can go ahead and craft a pickaxe. Let's go ahead and craft this item. Now, as far as crafting goes, it's very simple, very easily laid out, and I like it a lot. It's not really hard to kind of pick up and learn, which is really nice. So anyone can kind of get into it and really progress and really get in depth in the game without knowing a lot prior to jumping into the game, which is really nice, and I've enjoyed that quite a bit. So we crafted some stuff, we got some experience. Crafting is a great way to level up, so if you guys are into PvE, this game is fantastic for PvE. You could definitely do that. There's so much involvement with crafting and taming and capturing dinosaurs and stuff like that you can get hundreds of hours in this game without doing PvP, which is great. And one thing I really like about the game is I enjoy PvP from time to time, but I do spend a lot of time in these games crafting and building bases and so on. So we leveled up. We're going to go ahead and apply a point, and this is where the game gets kind of interesting. We can apply these points accordingly depending on how we want to build our character. Now, we could build a character for PvE, for PvP, for taming dinosaurs and other things like that, which is really cool. In one of the servers I play with my friends, I built my character primarily just based around crafting. So I'm the one who built all the houses and other things like that, and built the bases. So I did not worry about too much about my health and other things like that. So we're going to go ahead and I guess we're going to build our stamina, which is not too bad, always a good choice. And now we get to choose what other things we want to craft. So the more we level up, the more points we get, and the more things we can choose to learn and level up with our crafting. Now, if we want to, like I said, you could be the guy that chooses to learn and craft all the weapons for your group, or you could be the one who chooses to learn the crafting for all the housing and the base building for your group, which is really cool as well. So I think we're gonna go ahead and go with a hatchet. I think that'll be pretty important really early on, and we're gonna go with a campfire because at night it gets cold and we want to be able to cook some meat. So that'll be pretty good right off the bat. And as far as crafting goes, it's very easy to kind of figure out what you need for crafting. A lot of these things will require kind of the same three things: stone, wood, and thatch for quite a while, very early on. So really easy to get in the game. It doesn't take too much time. It's very, very basic and easy to understand. It's well laid out, and I think they've done a fantastic job for a survival game that's super in depth but easy to pick up and learn as you go, which is why I love this game so much. So as far as things go, we do not have really anything we can kind of craft. We gotta go ahead and collect some more resources. So that's why we're gonna go ahead and go into our inventory right here. We're gonna pick up our stone pickaxe. We're gonna assign it to our action bar right here. And now we can utilize it to kind of start hitting these branches, collecting some resources. We're gonna get some thatch from this, and we're not gonna kill ourselves, which is fantastic. And now we kind of keep going on and slowly start progressing. And basically that's how the game works in general. It's very, very easy to pick up. It's very straightforward, and the more you start crafting and building, the more advanced tools you start getting, the more resources you'll gather, and so on. And progression slowly becomes faster and faster the more hours that you put in the game, which is really nice. Now, as far as this game goes, for requirement-wise, it is in early access, and it is a one-time buy, but you guys can get this game on sale for sometimes the midweek madness for Steam, or some of the big Steam sales. You can get this game down for probably close to $20, which is what I got it for, but generally it's a one-time buy, which is not too bad, and it's a game that's definitely worth it. It definitely seems to be on the right track with plenty of great updates, kind of aiming towards releasing new content for players and optimizing it so it's available for everyone. So if you guys have enjoyed this video, don't forget to like and subscribe for more. But until next time, guys, I will talk to you later.